It's 5 p.m. and on May 29th, 2026. And outside it's 85. We had 86 on Wednesday, so we've been running pretty good on that heat. It's summertime here, and so that's what's happening here. And we're going to talk about a different topic here that we'll have more discussion on down the road. I know we will. I'm just touching the base, or I'm just getting a little off the ground here on this about capping credit card interest rates at 10%. And I think that is a very important topic. I'm going to put up my email here in a few minutes here, and you can send me an email your comments. Give me some comments on this. We need to hear on this. But this is a very important topic, and the debt is outstanding. And I'm going to put up. There's more data. I got to dig up more on this. I'm sorry, I'm a little weak on this tonight, this afternoon, but we'll get a little data here. I'm going to put up something right now on this. I believe it's over $6,000 is the average debt here. Okay. This is this is online from a Google search and AI generated. The average, folks, the average debt in the United States is $6,500 to $6,700 per person. That's the average per person. Nationwide, it adds up to about 1.25 trillion, and the average interest rate is over 22%, or near 22%. And here's another thought: because roughly 50 to 60% of Americans carry balances from month to month, the number varies widely depending on the age and location. Okay, the younger, well, here's the breakdown. It says Generation X has a 9,500 on their card. Millennials, 65 to 6,900. Baby boomers, 6,800. And Gen Z, 3,500 to 4,000. Okay, now the highest state, I believe, well, this thing doesn't quite say it like that, but the averages on states, one of the higher states is Connecticut at 97.78. That's their average balance for credit card holders there. And New Jersey is very similar, 97.48. Maryland, 96.30. I don't know why we got Mississippi in here, but Mississippi's a lot lower, 48.87. So those are some of the numbers on this problem of credit card debt. President Trump in January of this year, January of this year suggested that debt should be, or the interest rate should be 10%. He suggested that. President Trump suggested that. There's a bill in the Senate by Senator Bernie Sanders and in Missouri, Senator Josh Hawley. It's a bipartisan bill to do it set it at 10%. Haven't seen much movement on that. Trump has not done much on that besides just saying a day or two about it. Elizabeth Warren is saying, let's do it, Donald. That's basically what she says, Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. Can we do it? Can we get this interest rate at 10%? The banking interest, they don't want this, of course. They got something that'll be worse for those low income. Okay, they're not going to get any credit or something. I don't know. That's like, I remember trying to do some. I'll be honest. I'll throw this another light. Union organizing. I was involved in that. I remember the company argument was, well, you get a union, it'll be worse. I go, that's an interesting argument. So it's going to be worse to have 10%. Folks, I don't think this is true, but that's the argument. It's going to be worse with a 10% cap. So give me your thoughts. Please give me your thoughts. I'm going to put up my, let me see if I can find that now. We're digging around here, folks. We got to dig up that. Let's see, where's that? Oh, it was right here. What am I doing? I think it's right here. Okay, here it is. This is how you can contact me. I haven't really used this, so give me your thoughts. You can see that it's got little dots in between the you can see that at Gmail. So send me some thoughts. Cap credit cards. I don't know where you are, folks. I hope you're out there. Okay. Last night in Aurora, well, it was actually in Batavia, but we had a benefit for the, well, it wasn't actually a benefit. It was, we were going to be discussing the God and Fellow Man Awards, and that's what we're going to be talking about here. I'm going to show you some of the recipients here. And, okay, those are, oh, that's not a recipient. That's just John. There you go. Sorry about that. We'll move John out of there. No, where's my other recipient? Oh, here he is. Okay, now we'll take that little thing down in the middle that shows God and Fellow Man. This was at Lincoln Inn Banquets in Batavia. We had a very nice crowd there representing these folks and others from the Kiwanis community. And so I'm going to, the recipients here are Fannie Morris and the Reverend Charles Rickenbacker. Now, on the left here, we see Chris Morrison accepting the award from Kiwanis President Lucas Albright. His mother is on Zoom there on the left in Arkansas. And she had done a lot of different things, mostly with Mutual Ground in Aurora and other volunteer work she's done in the community, Hesed House, Wayside Cross, and other things. And she sounded like a very spiritual and good person for this award. That was Fannie Morrison, and that's her son Chris accepting the award. Then on the right is the Reverend Charles Rickenbacker with the committee chairman for the event, Kim Groom. And she was presented a certificate also for God and Fellow Man. So that was happening last night. So that was very, very good. So those are a couple things happening. Next Monday, I want to put more out. We're going to have Craig Fultos Tonsilorio, about Chop Around the Clock. We're going to talk about that. That's on Monday. Chop around the clock, folks. And remember that. So let your hair grow a little longer. And it's a 2-day event in Batavia. It's a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. So next Friday and next Saturday. So that's coming up. So I'll see you then on Monday. And we're going to just hang in there. And next Friday, we're going to have Under Sheriff Amy Johnson's going to talk about how to avoid scams out there. I think we'll talk about AI, email, other things. There's just so many out there. She's got some background and knows what's happening. So we're going to discuss that. So those are a couple topics, and we'll be back to this topic about capping interest rates too. So I thank you right now for listening with us and being with us today. So until we see you again, I'm just going to say, how about this? Bye-bye. We'll see you then on Monday, Lord willing. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.